It's another episode of Sport Matters, and as always, Sport Matters is a podcast sport show with special focus on football, basketball, and boxing. Get ready for an exciting show.
Be sure to join the conversation on our social media page. On Instagram, it is sportthings_. On Facebook, it is Sportthings, and when you head to YouTube, it is Sport Matters. Drop those engaging comments. Yes, we love to read, get the vibe and enjoy the controversial, the good analysis, the good comment, and all of it. So just head out there and drop it. I would definitely love to read it out.
I mean, it feels good to be back, and now today we want to start off with boxing.
Yes, sir.
And it's the countdown. The countdown to should we say the biggest fight in the year 2024?
Definitely, it's got to be the biggest fight in the year.
Okay, is it the biggest fight in the last 10 years?
Nah, I'll definitely not agree to that.
Okay, so
we've had so many good fights. Most recently, we had Deontay Wilder taking on Tyson Fury, trilogy and all of that. We've had Mayweather taking on Canelo Alvarez. So I think honestly, we've been blessed with so many good fights, this year and in previous years.
All right, so it's going to be Oleg Usyk now versus Tyson Fury. Where would you rank it in the last 10 years? Is it in your top 3?
Man,
the second fight. Looking forward to the second fight.
So I think I would find somewhere to sneak it, or somehow sneak it into a top 3. Just because this is a unification fight.
Yes. So it's a rematch.
It's a rematch. So how big can it get right now?
Super big, as Tyson Fury has opened up. He said before the first fight, he said his wife had a miscarriage. So his wife, she is his number one fan.
Absolutely.
At every fight night, she's always there. Cheering him up from the stands, and I feel like it was just. Would you say it affected? Now we can discuss.
Yeah.
Talking about the first fight, the presence of his wife, do you think, or probably the miscarriage thing, do you think it kind of affected Tyson Fury's chances in the first fight?
I think psychologically, all of those things, play a big role in either, spurring you to do a good fight or making you have a less decent fight, So for you to do that, definitely for that to happen, he definitely had that in his mind. I'm not saying that is the only reason why he lost, but that would definitely play a role because you have to feel for the woman who, like you said, arguably his biggest supporter, always making noise on the stands, on the sidelines, and all of that. So I feel sorry for them, and I'm glad they're getting better now.
Yes, Tyson Fury, he has a chance for redemption. December 21st. The Kingdom Arena, Saudi Arabia. It's going to be Oleg Usyk now versus Tyson Fury 2. The first fight, Oleg Usyk won. The second fight, who is taking it?
I'll definitely give that to Tyson Fury, and I don't know. I think we're gonna see a trilogy. I've not seen a contract yet, obviously.
No, it will be definitely there because
Oleg Usyk said he won't even accept a contract where that doesn't agree to a trilogy. So I think this would go to a trilogy, and it will be very good because I don't think we're going to see a fourth fight.
No. I think that's where it stops. Yes, it's going to stop at the trilogy, but. Oleg Usyk has come out and wrote on his socials. He said, "I'll never leave you, never." I feel like with Oleg Usyk, he has so much confidence right now.
Of course, he has to have the confidence. You won the first fight against the man that has been the best in the last 3-4 years.
Pick up all his belts.
Pick up all, and so you have to go there with confidence. And one thing about boxers, which I actually admire, is whether they are good or not good enough, they have this level of confidence that you cannot buy it anywhere. Even if they're going down, you still see them, making that, confidence-driven talk and, the vibe and the energy. So it's really good for Oleg Usyk, who has a lot of confidence, and also trust me, Tyson Fury will be basking in a lot of confidence too, because I think he would have gone back to the drawing board, look at the fight, and see how he can win the next one.
Absolutely. In the coming weeks, there'll be a lot of press conference, the weigh-in. We all cannot wait. Oleg Usyk versus.
Who takes it for you? You haven't said.
I'm with Oleg Usyk, as always. I don't think we don't support the same thing yet.
Okay, on this show.
So yes, for me, Oleg Usyk could take it and we win it. Hopefully.
Remember the last time we had this
bet
on?
We'll leave that. Don't worry. This one is a new one. Don't worry. This one is a new one. December 21st.
Why don't you want to speak about Anthony Joshua? And
it's in the past.
Why?
Let's look for.
What was the bet?
Oleg Usyk. Let's activate the clause now. Oleg Usyk, Tyson Fury. Yeah.
So if you end up winning, I'll do the same thing that you did.
Yes, definitely.
I'll definitely not honor the.
Of course,
the bet.
you don't have to.
All right. I mean that's really great, and like the date is on the 21st of December, so is the place is definitely going to be smoking up. And trust me, I will move to the next thing on the menu. Yes, we're going right to the court. You might be wondering if it's the court of justice or what, but trust me, it is the NBA court. Some people call it the court arena, hoop, basketball, whatever, b-ball. But trust me, the NBA this season has been great, nothing short of greatness. I mean, look at the teams, dominating the paint. Look at the players. Wow.
A lot of surprises.
Let's start off with Cavs.
Yes.
12-0. I mean, the 8th side to ever do it in history, and 5 of those sides went on to the finals.
Wow.
Last year, the Cavs finished 4th on the log in the Eastern Conference, of course, and nobody gave them a chance. Yes, they were missing their main man. Oh, no, okay. No disrespect to Spider, Donovan Mitchell, who is the main man, but Darius Garland, amazing player
too, yes.
He was out injured, for a large part last season. He's coming this season, and before the season started, he said, "Many people gave up on me, but I'm going to prove. I'm going to show them something."
And
he's 12-0. I mean, the coach Kenny, amazing guy. He was at Brooklyn Nets 4 years, 2016 to 2020. He was at the France, at the Olympic, assistant manager. He was at the Golden State Warriors also for a little stint as an assistant manager. Now he's the manager.
Yes.
Wow. Look at what he's
That's so much experience.
Talk me through.
I mean, so much experience, for a franchise coach. Brooklyn Nets, Golden State, and also the French national team for basketball. I mean, that's so much experience for a coach.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, it's one thing to be a coach, an experienced coach, and another thing to be able to, translate your philosophy and your style to the franchise. And talking about basketball now, Cavs. I mean, it's ridiculous.
How they're doing this.
Yes, it's ridiculous. Trust me. I mean, people can argue and say, "Oh, the season just started," or, what have you. But hey, 12. I mean, everything. Correct me if I'm wrong. Everything they've lost this season, right?
Yeah. They're the only unbeaten side.
Unbeaten, and they played 12 games, won 12. I mean, and the 12 franchises they played against are not,
of course, the Los
teams.
Angeles Lakers has been there. So many Chicago Bulls.
They beat the right teams. They
beat Golden State Warriors, and Golden State Warriors this season they've been off to a great start.
I mean, Cavs has just told us like, okay, guys, even though it's the start of the season, we are not playing today, or we are not playing this season. Let me put it like that.
I remember sometime on this show we discussed, early sleeper, and I'm pretty sure we trade open to our viewers, to weigh in on who they think the early sleeper will be, like the team who you would not give a shout before the season.
None of us mentioned Cavs,
but during the season they will just bring the heat up, and none of us mentioned Cavaliers, not even our viewers out there on the YouTube page and everything. So you see this team and you're like, wow, what is? I mean, you said really good about the experience of the manager, the coach Kenny, and now there is not just 2 players who turn up every night. It's not just Donovan Mitchell, the number 45, or Darius Garland, the number 10. There is Evan Mobley, and there is also Jarrett Allen. I mean, 2 big guys who actually, make up this really good roster, right?
Yes.
It's just a testament of how much work they've put in off season, and look at it now.
Yes, over the years, I mean, what we've learned, about sports is that, whether it's basketball, boxing, or
anything contact.
Yes. It's a collective thing. I mean, even though it's even if it's tennis, where it's an individual player, but it still needs the right team. So going back to Cavs, like you mentioned, you mentioned the 2 top guys, but hey, they still have important pieces to it, and that's what makes that franchise. So for me, when I look at some other franchises that are not doing well, I ask myself, how many players do they have? Now, I'm not talking about the star man or the star player, but there's some players that they don't care. They don't care about the headlines.
You're right. I mean, Evan Mobley, if you see him, the number 4 is tall.
It doesn't look like an all-star player.
He just want to go.
He just want to
the paint,
do his job and get his job
out of the court.
How far do you think Cavs will go?
I mean, honestly, you took that word out of my lips actually, because I was going to ask you, but I think they're going to go as far as they want, because what they're doing now is actually something we haven't experienced in about 8 years. The last side to have this very, this great start was Golden State Warriors 2016, where they ended up, let me tell you, 24-0. And they ended up the season 73-9. They won 73 games and 9 losses in 82 games.
Do you think Cavs will replicate that?
No, this is just 12-0, right? Cavs next 3 games, favorable opponents. Short-handed Philadelphia, Charlotte Hornets, Chicago Bulls.
So they might be 15-0.
I think they'll be 15-0 before the next 2 weeks.
I mean, that's a whole lot.
So I think they'll go all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Then whatever happens from there,
I mean, whatever happens from there, Cavs, I mean, doing an amazing job. But
big
quickly,
shout, yeah.
let's switch to football. And we've kind of come up with a new plan, you know, going forward in football where we have our own, agreement here, and then we'll put it out to our viewers.
Enough of the disagreement.
Yes, enough. Yeah. So now what we're going to be doing is we'll pick out 2 teams, then we would give, you know, the perfect starting XI from these teams, and then we'll drop it out to you guys, you know,
so they can weigh on.
So you guys can weigh on if you agree with us, or you guys have your own different ideas. And this time around, we're going to El Clásico, and it's going to be Barcelona and Real Madrid. Let's combine starting exercise. So
before we go any further, we need to put off any
bias.
Yes. So I'm putting off my Barcelona bias off me. Now do the same for Madrid.
I'm doing the same for Real Madrid.
So everything we do now, right now, every agreement we have.
Yes, it's based on the sporting stuff.
And before we go again, let me ask you a question. Are we doing based on current form or overall?
No, current. Let's do current. So this season, actually. Let's base it down on this season. Yeah, current.
All right, you've read it already, guys. You know, when you want to drop your own comments and all of that, the debate or
current, yes. It has to be with current form, not
you know,
what they've achieved, you know, over the years and all of that. It's just the season.
Yeah. So we'll kick off from the last line, obviously, and that's the goalkeeper position, or the goalkeeper position. Inaki Peña or Thibaut Courtois. We have to go with Courtois. I mean,
straight to the right back, Jules Koundé or Lucas Vázquez.
There's only one answer. No, I'm not trying to be bad. No, there's only one answer.
Yes, Koundé.
Yeah, Jules Koundé. I mean, what a season is having.
Amazing season.
And all of those players. You know, in basketball, we're talking about players who don't really need a shout. They just go in and come
Koundé
out.
has been playing how many minutes
exceptionally
now? How many minutes?
I mean,
on top level.
Every minute.
He doesn't rest. He doesn't sit on the bench. He keeps playing. But yeah, Koundé gets the right back position. And we go to the left back.
Yeah, the left back, and that's Balde or Mendy. So the reason why let me tell you why he's laughing, because he doesn't personally he doesn't like fella Mendy.
I like him.
Right. He likes Balde, although he likes Madrid. He's a Madrid assistant Madrid fan. But he likes Balde.
Balde is good.
So, but let's go. Let's see. From judging from this season, that has to be Balde.
Yes.
Yeah.
Centre half.
Coming off a long-term injury, and you know you're playing week in, week out.
Top level.
Really good. That's what we go
Balde. Then we have the left side position in the centre half. Rudiger versus Inigo Martinez.
Nah, there's only one winner. Rudiger. Yeah.
Right side position, we have Kubasi versus.
I mean, it could have been Militao. But I think we would have to go with Militao.
Yes.
You know, prior to the injury, I mean, another ACL. Wow.
I mean, sorry, but
done.
Kubasi or Militao? What are you doing?
Definitely Kubasi.
Kubasi
has been. I mean, look at, he had 10 stitches in the game versus Red Star Belgrade, and he was like, I do this for the badge.
Yes, and he still played the next game. That's passion there.
So we've had let's recall.
We have Courtois.
Yeah.
We have Courtois, Real Madrid, Koundé, Barcelona, Kubasi, Barcelona, Rudiger, Real Madrid, Balde, Barcelona.
It looks perfect. It looks good.
Are you sure? That's how many Barcelona. Real Madrid 2, Madrid 3.
It looks
Barcelona. Okay, let's move forward to.
So are we going with how many?
Let's just
okay, that's 3. So let's go for the deep line, or let's say the defensive, as we call it, defensive midfield position. That's Tchouaméni or Casado.
Casado, please.
It's gonna be Casado.
Yeah, you have to give it to Casado.
You know, like the good thing about this guy.
We saw the Clásico.
That's I want to talk about that. You know, the good thing about this guy is that they've shown themselves in big stage. Right. And look at the game versus Bayern Munich also.
He was there.
And
running. I mean, the guy was covering every ground, covering the grasses. I mean, he's a good player. So let's go.
Casado there. A name that no one would have thought about.
Yes, from the.
It sounds like Caicedo.
Yeah, I was going to say Caicedo, but it's Casado.
All right, Casado takes the defensive position. Okay, so
let's go with let's do Pedri or Bellingham.
So Bellingham. Well, I wouldn't join the party.
Come on, let's go Mavinga for Pedri.
No, the reason why I want to say something real quick. I wouldn't join the party to say, oh, Bellingham has been poor this season. No, the only reason why people say he has been poor is because he has not been scoring goals. But let's be very honest, all other things he's been doing really well. So Pedri.
Let's use Pedri.
Pedri has been amazing. Really,
all right,
really amazing.
So it's going to be Bellingham or Dani Olmo.
Honestly, I'll give it to Bellingham. And I'm not going with the statistics right now. It's Bellingham. It just has to be Bellingham.
So let's go to the forward position, and I mean Yamal versus Rodrigo.
Of course.
Yamal.
Yeah, just one answer. Then the other side, Rafinha, Vini.
Vini, for sure.
Definitely one answer. And the focal points, Robert Lewandowski or Kylian Mbappe, based on current.
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Yes.
So let me just give you let me give you guys a recap of the team. In the goalkeeping area, it is Thibaut Courtois, Koundé, Kubasi, Rudiger, Alex Balde, Casado as the number 6. We've got Bellingham and Pedri.
Yes.
And the front line we've got Vini, Yamal, Lewandowski. That's the top.
Barcelona dominated this one.
Yeah.
So Barcelona
And the
won.
coaches, TK.
Yes.
So remember, guys, yes, we want you guys to actually join this particular conversation. I mean, choosing the best XI between Real Madrid and Manchester City. I mean, combined XI. You've heard us, you've seen us,
Yes,
and
so
we want to
let's
see
see
you
us.
guys.
Yes.
On Instagram, it is Sportings_. On Facebook, it is Sportings, no underscore. And on YouTube, it is Sport Matters. Go drop your combined Clásico XI.
And until we come your way again, guys,
Stay safe.